Hi, and welcome to the introduction to the Open Call for DigiWind Master's Programs here at TUS. This is just an overview of the DigiWind project itself. It's a part of the Digital Europe program, and we run it from here at TUS in Limerick in Ireland. DigiWind develops specialized education programs and digital tools. It's a relatively large project with the European funding of 19 million, and our Irish involvement is funded through this. It's established to address the growing need for advanced digital skills, which I'll cover in a minute. And TUS work with a wide-ranging European group of academic and industry stakeholders. And you'll be joining a network of the foremost European universities in wind and energy systems. The consortium itself is made up of ourselves, TUS, here in Limerick. We're one of the pillar universities, along with our partners across Europe. So just to briefly go through each, TUS, we've a long history of working with SMEs and a deep involvement in the local community and strong track records in research, creating value, new knowledge, and business innovation. We also have a lot of expertise in remote monitoring and control systems and in switching electrical systems in high voltage. We also have Norway's NTNU, so that is the largest university in Norway with a very large profile in science and technology. Poland's Gdansk University, which coordinated a project in the Baltic on offshore energy developments. Netherlands, TU Delft, leaders in blade aerodynamics and the Faculty of Aerospace Engineering. There is one of the world's largest entirely devoted to aerospace engineering with research and education in wind turbines, and a significant part of their teaching and research area. And Denmark's DTU, their Department of Applied Mathematics and Computer Science, is Denmark's largest environment for that topic. And their Department of Wind and Energy Systems houses some of the largest test facilities for wind generation blade technology. We also have our partners from industry, which includes Whiffle, which works in the advanced modeling of meteorological data and analysis. CAD People, who are industry-focused training specialists, and S6S, who work with us as an experienced communications team with extensive experience in this area. And Irish Manufacturing Research, IMR, among many of their areas of speciality, digitalization is one of their main strengths. And that's so they work very closely with the partners for this project. So that's just an overview of how we're here. One of the driving forces is the industry itself and the acknowledged needs for people to upskill and to get involved. So DigiWind at TUS, we provide industry with tailored programs with flexible learning environments, and we target upskilling through cross-training led by industry demands. I won't go through too much of the detail here, but this is a part of the recent research into skills needs in various scenarios. I think the direction of the graph probably tells the main story, but it's actually broken down into different skill sets. If you'd like more details on that, then please do get in touch. And as I said, TUS has quite a history in this area. And in wind and energy systems, TUS also runs some very successful electrical apprenticeships, one of the first wind energy courses in Ireland, and the only Irish academic institution that's part of the DigiWind project. So 2-year master's programs are now enrolling. The first is the Master of Science in Electrical Power Systems by Research. You can see a brief description here, and we'll go through some of these, we'll actually break down the modules shortly. The second one is the Master of Science in Wind Energy Systems by Research as well. So we can go through some of the modules themselves and a bit of detail. So for the Masters in Electrical Power Systems, it covers these four main areas. For high voltage, you can see it covers quite a range, planning, from everything from planning to control of power and frequency, simulation of faults and fault analysis, which is getting into the nitty-gritty of some areas. And you can see some of the prerequisites here as well, which we can flesh out if you need more information. And smart grids and distributed control systems, including PLC programming and programming languages. Also the energy integration and storage, which there's a lot of interest in, which looks at things like the electricity fuel mix and demand side management, which are becoming increasingly important in how these technologies are managed in the real world. In the wind energy systems masters, we have the strategies, technologies, and best practices. Again, the prerequisites are listed here on screen. Please do get in contact if you'd like more details. It also includes operation and maintenance in wind turbines, a very large opportunity across many fields. And smart grids and distributed control systems. So this is going into the area of the advanced programmable controllers. Again, PLC programming and programming languages, and distributed control systems, and energy integration and storage. And that's just an overview of the grid, diving into the balance of demand and supply, the fuel mix, and demand side management. And these are the core technical modules. My colleague, John Cosgrove, joins us. John, would you like to give a brief overview on what we've been talking about so far, and maybe a bit of extra detail?
Yeah, thanks, Jared. Can you see my screen okay?
Looks good.
So all the information about the DigiWind project is available at digiwind.org, and you can see about the upcoming programs. So one of the tabs is on the Open Call, and the Open Call that's currently open is for TUS, the Technological University of the Shannon, based in the west of Ireland. So all of the details that you need and the further information.
John, let me just interrupt you there. It looks like it stopped recording. No, oh no, it hasn't. Okay, I'll edit that out. So sorry.
Okay, no need.
Sorry about that. I couldn't see the button. Okay, start again.
That's fine. So all of the details you need is available on the Open Call page on the digiwind.org website, and you have to apply through the F6S portal. The Apply Now button will bring you there. So what we're offering are partial scholarships. So there is a stipend, a monthly stipend for up to 24 months, and as well as a fee waiver for the fees for the course for 2 years. And it's envisaged that there will be 6 scholarships awarded to the successful applicants. But obviously, people from industry can also apply directly to go on the masters. But the Open Call is for a combination of the stipend and a tuition waiver. The program start date is January 2026, but if the people are available, there will be an earlier start date in October. But for the purpose of this call, we're working towards the start date in January. There are 2 programs, as Jer said, and in the application, you need to prioritize which one is your first preference and which is your second. They are masters by research, and therefore there is an option to continue and transfer to PhD or further studies. And there's some, I suppose, important entry criteria. One is that you must be a citizen of one of the EU member states or some extension countries that are listed on the website. You must have a minimum of a level 8 honours degree. You can have other degree qualifications, and we can use a process of recognition of prior learning if you have a good bit of industry experience relevant to the course. So please contact us if that's of interest for you. That's the RPL pathways, or recognition of prior learning. We want people who obviously want to work in the sector and extend or enhance their qualification in either electrical power systems or in wind energy systems. Ger mentioned the timeline. The closing date for the applications is on the 18th of August, 6 o'clock in 4 o'clock Irish time, 5 o'clock in Brussels time. And the evaluation will be done promptly and the results issued at the beginning of September. So if you need more information, there's a Q&A. You can submit questions into the Q&A and get a direct answer. And there is contact details there for any queries that you might have. You do have to enter the application through the F6S platform. So you have to create an account on that, and there's plenty of guidelines there on how to do that. There is, I'll show you in a moment, a guideline for the applicants with a more detailed document that covers all of this. And we will also run another webinar towards the end of July, and happy to take questions on that. So you have to submit documentation, a curriculum vitae with your background and knowledge relating to the master's programs. There is a specific CV template that you need to use. You need to include a copy of the original or certified copy of your degree awards, a copy of a transcript of results, and evidence of English language competency if you're not a native English speaker. And then you select preference that you will rank the masters by research program. The individual details of the masters, like what the topic and dissertation topic will be, that will be decided with the successful candidates and the researchers in the research institute. But there's a number of interesting and industry-based applications that we're currently involved in. And you upload everything before the deadline. The list of documents at the bottom of the page here, the full set of guidelines are available. The application form that you need to is just there, so you know what sections are. It's filled in online on the F6S platform. The template you will need to download and fill in, and you attach it to the application on the form. The learner document is again just for information. And the Declaration of Honor is something you do also have to download and sign and fill in and upload to the call. So there's the contact details for any inquiries relating to the call, or as I said, you can click on the F6S Q&A link. Once we have in September the successful candidates, we will work with them to specify the specific project or research topic that they will work on, and the registration or the academic registration of that master's then goes through the institute's normal registration processes, and some of the information, including our regulations in TUS, are included and linked from the page. So just, I think, finally, if the call is oversubscribed, which would be normal, there will be an evaluation process completed by a panel of staff in TUS, and a ranked list of candidates will be created based on merit. There is a matrix of scoring, and that's clearly laid out in the guidance for the applicants. People who are offered the place must obviously take it up or commit to take it up within 1 month of receiving the offer, or else it will go to the next person on the ranked list. I think that's all for me, Ger. Yeah, I think all of the details are at digiwind.org under the tab for open calls, as well as other resources relating to DigiWind that are there now. So we look forward to seeing your applications, and please reach out if you have any questions about the master's program or the scholarships that will be awarded. And just finally, as Ger mentioned, we're based in the west of Ireland. That's in Limerick City. And we expect the successful candidates to be based for the 24 months in the city and to work in partnership with the Research Institute. Thank you very much. That's it for me.
Okay, thanks very much for that, John. I think that brings that to an end.